Good morning, good morning. Let me test, make sure everything's working. Yeah, looks like it's working. All right, guys. Thank you, Lord, for a new day to trade. And this is not financial advice, educational purposes only. Let's get into it. So I'm going to be a little delayed today reading comments because I'm not in my home setting, but we'll figure out a way to make this work. 7 o'clock. News is dropping. Yeah, still in LA, so um, not in my home setup. Not really seeing the GWH is still going up. STI, did it make another move up? Yeah. STI. I'm probably gonna grab some locates. Let me see how much the locates are. This $10 fail. Ooh, 55. Jeez. For 200 shares. I'm not in it right now. I want to see what it does here at 10. I don't think I will enter it because of the locates. And it has a 1.1 million float. I gotta figure out how to see y'all's comments. I forgot how I did this last time when I traveled. If we get a full $12 retest, I might be interested. DHNR. Getting a pop right now, grabbing locates. I'd like to see it up a little bit more, but let's see. DHNR. I might get a little entry here at 7. Nah, I'm probably going to pass on this one. The float is less than, float's less than, it's like 500,000 shares. So this thing could rip. I might actually, what's the news on this? This might actually be a decent long, guys. I'm in at 780. If it breaks below VWAP, I'm gonna get out. I'm actually gonna get out here. I got out at 790. And it probably could keep going, but that was referring to a long because this is half a million shares. I'm not going to short it right now. I'm not that desperate. STI flush. So I haven't placed any short yet, but I'm gonna stay away from CHNR. I bailed, maybe made a few cents on the each share on the long position, but I thought it was about to tank, and it is tanking. This was hoping for a quick push up to test this $9 level, but I didn't see it. And like I've said many times on live, I'm not a long trader. I just know some of these low floats will rip sometimes, but this one didn't make as quick of a move as I wanted. So STI flushed, probably money rotation, but it's bouncing back. I'm trying to get the comments up, guys. Trying to work on a setup so I can see what y'all are saying. MTEX, looks like we're getting a retest here. I don't know much about this ticker. Well, it's not even showing. Well, it likes to pop to this level, roughly, and then just die. What's going on with, is this a big company? Let's see. Not only 17 million. Okay. I might try a little. What's the float on this one? That's less than a million too, though. So I might wait till 15. I might enter it if it gets to 15, though, because it's just separated itself so much from where it was. Okay, I grab locates. I'm in at 1480. Holy crap! I only entered 200 shares though. Beautiful flush. Wow, did pretty good on that one. That was quick. Got right to 15 and flushed. So with these really low floats like this, like it has to be a key level. Like I'm trying to time the top with these because if I'm not on the top, I'm not trying to play those like that, where I'm just averaging up on a super low float. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, back to seeing how I can pull up the comments. Let's see. Now we're getting the retest on STI. I might play similar concept. Play the retest. If it breaks, I'm getting out. I'm in it. But like I said, if it breaks 12, I am out. I'm actually covering a little here because I got in. My entry was, what was it? 1161. So I made about $1 per share. But again, playing it pretty light because these are low floats. Another order wait net because I'm out of it, but I got another order waiting at 1188. It wants to push back up there. Oh my goodness, what a play. Lost $4. Let's go. CHNR making another little bounce here. Probably gonna avoid this one for now. Okay, I got my ST, a few cents away. I was at 1188. Let's see. I got my finger ready to cover though if it makes a quick move up. Okay, it's above 12. Let's see if it holds. Looks like it's going to, but all right. It breaks above 13. I'm gonna get out. I'm only in 100 shares. I don't even know what the news is. What is the news? Hmm. I can, let's see. I think I can finally see the comments. Yeah, I can see the comments now. I'm gonna cut on this one. Lost about $100 on it. I haven't cut yet, but I'm thinking it. If it holds over 13, I'm going to. But play this one very, very small. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut it. I can finally see the comments now, so if Moon's on this one, he's kind of been on a roll lately, so went ahead and cut this one. Made about a little over 400 on MTEX, lost about 120 on this one, so not too bad. I'll probably just wait. Avoid this one. I might re-enter later, but anyways, let's see what the comments are saying. Locates are expensive this morning. China Natural Resources. That's a scam. This thing has popped up and died every few days recently. Looks like crap. Only thing is maybe sector related. Moon is on STI. Trying to pump to get attention due to all the other low floats pumping. Okay. Cool. Well, now I can at least see if y'all call out things. Let me see if there's any levels, because I wonder if it's going to just like flush back down in a second. Or I might wait till we get back up here. We're close to this. I'll probably wait for another something to come along. How was the conference? It was actually pretty good. Thanks for asking, CJ. Through all the chaos of getting there late and all that, but it was good. Tom was there, also the futures trader. So there's actually more future traders than uh degenerate short sellers like us. It's funny, like talking to future traders, um, explaining what like I do and what David does, like the friendly bear David. Um, like they were looking at us like we're crazy. Because futures, whether it's like gold or whatever, it's just like so predictable, like technicals. And then like I was showing them like some of the charts I trade. They're just like, oh my god, what is this? Yeah, the old. I don't know if he's British, but yeah, the what's his name, Hugard or something like that. I'm probably murdering his name, showing my ignorance, but I um I didn't really know him that well because I'm not a futures trader. Like I don't know, but you can tell he's got a lot of wisdom when he speaks, and he seems like a good guy. Yeah, a lot of I was about the only one at the conference that has not read that book. But anyway, since I can see the comments now, guys, feel free to, if y'all see anything, I'll pull it up. But yeah, no, he was legit, and you can tell he's a good guy. Like, um, he's at this stage in his career that he's like really trying to get back and stuff. So It was good. Have my little podcast episode with the Friendly Bear later today, so looking forward to that. I'll let you know when he releases it. But it was kind of funny. There was way more futures traders, so there was way more people there to see Tom. But the Friendly Bear did an awesome job with the event, though. And I didn't realize how similar we trade, me and Friendly Bear. He has a little bit more structure, and you can tell he's been doing it longer, but very similar. So I think the podcast episode today will be pretty dope. We trade pretty similar, but like he would have never entered STI, and I see why, because look, it ripped up past me. But he also wouldn't have played MTEX, and I caught a really decent flush for that. So like our styles vary, He has a lot more stricter rules, and probably by the time I've been trading as long as him, I will too. Yeah, STI, I'm just gonna let it rip for a little bit. And if we get to 15 maybe, but I really don't want to chase a low float this morning. I really don't. I caught a massive break with this one. Didn't hold it long enough. Um, but I got out because I don't know why I entered 200 shares immediately, but I did. Um, and caught a $2 drop. But then STI, I just don't want to, because this one's going to give it back. It's going to be beautiful when it does, and it's actually looking like it might right here at least come back to 10 bucks. I bet it comes back to VWAP here, but I'm not going to be a part of it. Riddick, let's see. I'm thinking about subscribing to your Discord. I was wondering if your Discord server, do you have setups or playbooks well explained? That's debatable if it's well explained, but I think it is. And the best part about it is, just the community and the call outs and like the chats and things like that. But I do have all my playbooks, yeah. But that's why I made it a free trial, free 7-day trial. So if you hate it, just if you don't think my playbooks are, what's the word I'm looking for? Elaborate enough. But yeah, I have them. Well, let's see if I can pull it up. Let's see. Well, actually, not gonna pull it up because I don't have like the right setup today. If I pull it up, I'm gonna jack up the rest of the screens. But yeah, it's a free trial. I mean, I think I explained my playbook pretty well, but and I have the 4 a.m. pop, the PR releases, the end of day fades, the 200 daily SMA plays, the VWAP retest. Yeah, all basically all my playbooks I have in there. And another way me and Friendly Bear is different is he charges like $7,500 to join his Friendly Bear community, which um, I thought that was interesting, but it's probably worth it because this guy's a beast. But yeah, I'll let y'all know when that comes out. Hopefully it'll be a decent interview or podcast or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, hopefully that answered your question, Riddick. Like, and thank you, Joey, for saying that. The HNR question mark. Now I'm kind of just having it here. I don't really know what to play right now. Oh, maybe you're saying retest. I'm thinking about it, but I don't really love it. The fact that it starts with China, probably not. J-Money. It's like his full course, like breakdown. I don't really know. I don't know. I just know he was talking about it. But again, like this dude's like a beast. So I'm sure there's a lot of value in it. So like I got to meet him in his office and stuff like that. He was telling me that he doesn't even have chairs or couches in his house. Like that's how hardcore he is. So he doesn't like so he's not lazy. I might what do I do here? It literally starts with China. I'm probably gonna leave this one alone, guys. I don't want to chase like a Chinese ticker that's going against me. Unless there's like a important level. Well, there is a pretty good level right here from a previous pop. Oh, it was just a few days ago too. Man. So the only thing I will be played today is low floats and Chinese. But there's no locates available, so that's probably a good thing. But it's probably not a bad retest here. See if it can hold over this 940 level. Yeah, I would prefer not to short something so sketchy this morning. But 7:30 PRs will be out in 4 minutes, so a little disappointed with the opportunity this morning, but or for 7 o'clock. Y'all know I really like those initial 7 o'clock pops. But yeah, no. So if any of y'all want to check out the Discord, like I was saying, it's free trial. So like I said, steal my playbooks, whatever, dip out. But the reason I do that free trial is because I know majority of y'all stick around because it's more than just the playbooks. It's the chat, alerts from members. I don't post a lot of alerts in there. It's mostly just the chat. So look, it broke past this level. Um, so yeah, definitely leaving it alone. Could flush at $10, but can't even get locates. And like I said, I'm not trading my home setup, so I prefer not to like start breaking too many rules right now. Because I don't have a rule that says no Chinese or no low float. Speaking of that, I kind of have my uh, something else. I have it like my sizing guide in the Discord. So like I'll play Chinese and low float, but much smaller size, much smaller size. But as I mature as a trader, I'm trading less and less of them. But that's all that's moving this morning. So took a shot at MTX and STI. 1 for 2. Some boring plays. Let's see what some of those other movers from this morning are doing. What were they? PMAX? Looks like there's some good 4 o'clock pops, but I don't really play those too often anymore. Thing ripped up to what about 430, 440? I would play probably a VWAP retest on this one, so I'll keep this one pulled up. ATON. Looks like it's curling up. Could I be wrong? No, it is. I kind of like this level. I'm getting some locates. Dang, this one's expensive too. All these locates are wild today. We're up to 970, 980. I might trade this $10 level, but I don't love it. I do not love it. So I got in. It wasn't the best entry. 956. I have 100 more I'll add at 988, but man, these are some sketchy tickers this morning. Again, I'm not in my home office. It's a lot more difficult to check the fundamentals on these right now. I'm just literally on a laptop. Y'all know I don't even trade on the laptop. I trade on my phone. Yeah, tiny float, of course. So if it breaks over 10, I'm gonna just cut this one. And the reason why I picked 10, guys, if y'all are new, it's just a psychological level. There's a little bit of resistance right here, and I'm in the money a decent amount right now since I just got that second fill. But I'm gonna wait to see if it flushes. But yeah, the $10, there was a little bit of resistance right here, or support, previous support turned resistance. So, but yeah, I'm playing it small, so I'm only up about like 120 bucks. But again, these low floats, wouldn't dare go heavy on a move like this. So let's see. I would like to see if it fades, but I wouldn't be surprised. Just want to be very clear with I wouldn't be surprised if it rips past 10. So I kind of got my finger on the trigger to cover if I need to. But yeah, up about 162. Just want to see if there's a little bit bigger flush. Make a couple hundred on it. There we go. So I'm up about 300 now. I'm holding because I'm a degenerate. And I want to see if I can get more. Yeah, I'm not a degenerate, but feeling a little bit like it this morning because everything I played has been sketchy. Like low floats, sketchy tickers. But let's see. Anything else moving on? Moving. Let's go. Let's get just a nice flush back down. I went ahead and trimmed. So I only got in 400 shares. I've already trimmed 200. Made $1 a piece on those share. I like to see these 200 just make another leg down. But yeah, a bunch of sketchy tickers this morning. NAMM. Oh yes, ATON. Look like I'm just gonna hold these shares. Up about 240 on just the 200 I'm holding. So let's get a nice little flush. Might trim 100 here, honestly. And just hold on to 100. Nice. That was a nice one. What was that? NAMM is what it said. Okay. What are we doing here? This is so hard to do when I'm not at my house. Okay, let's see. Just trying to find some levels. I don't see anything like clear I absolutely love on this one. I mean, there's some levels, but just nothing that I really stands out that I like. How much is it up now? 25%. I think it could flush here. It's pausing at 4. Y'all know I like when I see that. So I might enter here. I didn't see a level I loved on it, to be honest, but I like how it's kind of pausing around 4. I'll just cut if it breaks above 4, but I'm not in it yet. I just want to see what it does here for a second. It makes the next move up. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Didn't break a new high. Screw it. I'm entering right now. 4. So I got in at 390. 8. If it breaks a new high, I'm just going to cut. Okay, I'm just going to cut. But I'm still in it for now. Didn't hold. So if it holds over 410, I'm probably just going to bail. I don't even know. Again, I'm not in my home setup, so I can't even really look at the news very quickly. So let me see if there's anything I should be scared of. Still holding, guys. Still holding. But I probably will cut soon since we're getting close to VWAP. And again, I can't even find the news on this one. Ooh, I might get out here. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna take the easy win on this one. Might keep flushing, but this is enough of a move for me. Yeah, I don't even see any new news on it, so I don't know. Did I get covered? I had order sitting at 756. No, I didn't get covered. So let me pull it up. Nope. And I already covered 300 of the 400 shares, but I had my last one sitting at 756. I think it got to 757. Love when that happens. Yeah, I'm still in 100 shares. CHNR got pumped by Moon Market. Yeah, no, he's been sending tickers lately. But again, I've seen this phase. Moon Market in like a couple weeks, he'll send tweets out or pumps to his discords, and they won't move the ticker that much. Or what'll usually happen is initial spike, then it dies. And like only the people that bought, like the first 5 people that bought, were the ones that made money. Everybody else just got rug pulled. But he's been sending tickers lately. But again, like I said, I used to be in his Discord, and it would just go through phases. His call outs were irrelevant, and then sometimes it would get hot. And then when they would get hot, it was like a self fulfilling prophecy. Then everybody's aware that his calls are hot, so they pile into them. NAMM is a mineral company popping from Trump China. No, yeah, I get that. I mean, like, why is it popping this exact second? Like, why did it make a 30% move in a matter of a second? I was just looking to see if there's any like new PR, but thanks for sharing that. I think you're right. I think that's the only reason it's moving. Yeah, no, appreciate it, NASCAR. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it's all the way up here though. Yeah, it's yeah, I'm avoiding it. I played some low floats today, but CHNR, that's kind of a dumb one to play, but it will flush at some point. But I probably won't be a part of it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just close ATO in here. All right, I'm out. Got out at 760, so now it hit 756, but all good. So I'm out of this one. They tend to pop sometimes at the 200, so I went ahead and just took profit on it. Might miss a little bit of the move, but honestly, I did pretty dang good on that one for only being in 400 shares. AREB looks like it's moving now. I don't know. I just don't really like it. So it's already making a new high. So it's probably a good thing I did get out at VWAP. See where we're going. Yeah, I just don't really see any levels I love unless we get up here. Because again, guys, I look for like super duper obvious levels. So that's why I have the confidence to enter at these levels. So this one has had a pop to like 579 roughly and fell, and then it also previously wicked down to this 579. So I think that's a very, very obvious level. So if it gets up there, I mean, that's a long ways off because it would have to bust through the psychological level of 5 to get there and whatever. But if it gets there, I'm interested. And like, and most of y'all know this, I'm not in my home setup today, so it's not as smooth. But I'm trying to stay close to the comments, and the hardest part is just pulling up the news because I only have one screen. CRM gapping up. Let's see. CRML. I've already missed it. Yeah, I'm not too interested in CRML right now. This thing is like multi-day runner. No strong like. So again, depending on which playbook I'm playing, y'all know end of day fades. I'm not looking for big green candles, but at this time, I'm looking for just like strong green candles up. So CRML, not too interested in this one unless it just like makes a strong move back to this 1861, which I've previously drawn, and it's respecting that level. So yeah, not really interested right here, but if it gets up to 1860, I might play it. Thanks for putting that on my radar. You see HNR finally flushed. It's just hard to know when it's going to flush. So where did it go to? 1150, was there a level there? Yeah. Another little previous wick right here. Probably hard to see for y'all, but around here. I wouldn't have played that though, so. But yeah, I do like this level though. And again, I drew it previously. I didn't just draw it. So there must be a reason why I drew this level. Let's see. What did I draw it for? Yeah, previous pop here. That's why. And it's currently respecting that. So. And again, I'm not against multi-day runners, but what I really like is these random one-day pops. You know what I mean? That's my favorite. Where it's just like it's well below dang, STI flush hard, but I don't really have any good examples right now. But just, you know, it's kind of trading flat, then all of a sudden it just makes a stupid move up. But this is more good of probably it'll be a little bit more of a slow grinder if it does decide to fail. But it has a lot to get back, that's for sure. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this one because if it gets up to 570, I really like that. 579, I really like that level. So I'm not gonna stare at it the whole time because it's not very exciting, but not really in anything else. So kind of been a weird morning. Haven't loved these plays. I'm up. I'm actually happy where I'm at, to be honest, for just playing a bunch of sketchy low floats, but we'll see if we get some less sketch plays. Because I don't add size with these sketchy plays. And could go bad quick. Yeah, totally. I like to share what I can, man. Again, not financial advice, but use it as you see fit outside of educational purposes. And thank you guys. I finally hit I say finally, I haven't created the YouTube channel that long ago, but hit the 500 subscriber milestone. So appreciate it. Appreciate the likes, the subs, all that, because it's very niche. I realized even going to this conference I was at Friday, how, you know, shorting small caps is not very popular compared to like future traders. So it's a lot harder to get, like, how some future traders have thousands or millions of followers. Like, I'll probably never have that, nor do I really want that at all, to be honest. But it's kind of harder to grow your audience when you're a little bit more niche like this. So appreciate all y'all. But yeah, it's even at a friendly bear conference, there weren't that many short sellers. What a flush. I'm not in it though. J Money, I think you pointed out a level around here, didn't you? Yeah, 426. So it kind of couldn't hold above that and just flushed. What'd you see? What'd you see at 426? Let's see. What's here, bro? Am I missing something? Yeah, Joey, ready to see anyone on Reddit who trades small caps, period. Yeah, there's a decent amount of long that trade small caps, but to your point, in general, compared to other things, not so much. And then whenever you short sell small caps, it's even a smaller community. Anyways, I'm not in anything right now, so just y'all let me know if y'all see something. I'll pull it up and look at it. But most of these are just kind of sketchy low floats that, unless it gets to like a perfect level I want to enter at, kind of time the top, I don't really want to play them. So 8 o'clock will definitely, on a Monday, we'll have some nice PRs in 12 minutes. I had 430 from the 1 hour chart. Yeah, I don't look at the 1 hour chart. But it is a good spot to find levels though. But I don't look at the 1 hour chart very often. Appreciate it. Jelani. Oh, and thanks for joining the Discord. Jelani, hope you enjoy it while you're in there. But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. For some reason, I thought it was the opposite. I thought the short side was more crowded. No, on small caps? No way. There's way more longs. Yeah, I don't know. Me and a friend looked this up recently, and it said it was about 80-20. But again, take it with a grain of salt, that number. But yeah, the chats are definitely filled with longs, but I think they're definitely more dominant because it's just so much easier to go long. But again, I don't like saying inaccurate information, so I don't know that the number, but I'm fairly confident way more go long. J Money. Futures traders attract a lot of people who want to buy Lambos and lose all their money chasing. Yeah, we met this one. I'm not going to share too much details because she's kind of a private trader, but she was a futures trader. You'd have never guessed how successful she was. She was like consistently. It's funny, my wife made friends with her actually. She was consistently like pulling in six-figure months and stuff. So, futures traders. So she was killing it. But there's a lot of people that weren't very successful at the conference, which is fine, not throwing shade, but it's not like everybody there was like most people were not, they're new or haven't not profitable yet or whatever. But there were a few that were killing it. But yeah, mostly futures traders. Yeah, it's kind of slow for a Monday, guys. I know I don't control the market, but I mean, I know there's a lot of pops from 4 to 7, or maybe let's say 4 to 5, 5:30, but a little disappointed with these initial pops. But let's see what 8 o'clock brings. I mean, I'm up like $600 on the day, which is not that bad, but it's also not, I mean, a little bit farther from my goal than I want to be. So, and again, I don't really have like set daily goals that I have to hit, but subconsciously there's a number I like to hit. But I don't force it. But I thought I was up more than that to be honest. But I realize it's only 607.94 right now. So, but all I played has been sketchy low float, so I should just be happy I'm up. Yeah, no, J Money. I think you're right. Think you're right about the futures traders. I think, but I have a call with her, or I'm gonna try to schedule. I don't have it scheduled, but she's gonna show me how she trades gold. She has like a little, and again, going back to futures traders, it's like the really successful ones kind of has like a low key like one or two move, that they constantly look for and they wait for it, and when they see it, they attack it. You know what I mean? So I've never traded futures, but if you want to share a secret, I'll listen. AMM retesting highs. I might try it up here and then just cut if it goes against me. But um, I would like to get a little bit closer to 440 though. I might miss the flush. Okay, I'm in like a quarter of my position now. So let's see what the 1 minute looks like. I wish I would have went in my full position now, but that's all good. Thanks for the heads up on the retest though. The answer's so small. I'm not even. I feel like I should trim here a little bit VWAP, but so I only entered a quarter of my position. I probably just gonna hold it so see if it gets a bigger flush. That's funny that you say that, J Money, because when the future traders I was talking to, whenever I was showing them charts and stuff, they looked at me like I was insane, for some of these moves we play. Because imagine you trade gold, you're not seeing, 100% pops and 50% drops and stuff. And again, with leverage, you can get basically some crazy returns, no doubt. But I think it goes both ways. What I'm trying to say, when I would show them like some of the charts I short, they're just like, "What is this?" Yeah. Let's see what NAMM does. So I'm still like again, I'm not in a very big position, but let's see if we get a little flush here. Well, I mean, we already have. It's just how much of a flush do you want? There we go. So the thing is, it's still kind of in an uptrend, guys. So like, you know, I don't know how low it's going to go. So I'm probably going to trim some here or just probably get out here at 4. I only entered 200 shares. So made, maybe 80 bucks, 70 bucks, nothing crazy, but it's still kind of trending up. So I'm just going to take profits on it. And that's what I do when I stare at the freaking screen like this. I take profits too quick. But that's okay. I think it might pop back up. And the reason I said it like that is because my best year so far was last year, and the reason why last year was so good is because I wouldn't over monitor my positions. Now that I live stream, I'm just like staring at them. Meaning, like if in pre-market, I wouldn't like just blindly leave them, but I have like alerts set where I don't like stare at them and just kind of let them fall. But all good, all good. So like, for example, if I entered there, I wouldn't even like, I would just set an alert for like 440, 450. If it gets above there, it lets me know. And I would just like kind of look away or not over focus on it. Appreciate the love, guys. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the ordo, the shout out. And I will admit, I do take profits a little bit earlier if I could. I'm pretty good at timing tops and very good at actively managing a position, adding, um, taking profits or cutting, re-adding, things like that. But I do tend to take profits a little quick. I really like to lock in like some green. So I miss sometimes a bigger move, but with small caps, it's a double-edged sword. You can get greedy and then lose. It'll just pump right back up quick. So, but I do tend to take profits a little quick. $8 o'clock news is 1 minute away. So let's see what we get. Made $4 on that move. Look at you. Look at you. So, and if you're new to the stream, we're gonna get faked out here for these first few alerts. So just ignore these. ATOS. Got some news. Pat news. Nobody cares about it though. This is Israeli and it's Pat News. So I'm surprised it's not moving. I'm just gonna keep my eye on it until I hear something else. NDRA, is that popping? NDRA. Wow, it is. Dang, all these baby floats. It's only 750K float. Man, can we get something over 1 million? Is that too much to ask? There's a nice level up here. I'm probably gonna miss it though. It looks like it'll probably flush. Oh wow, look what it popped to. Boom. And that's basically where it popped to previously. Look, that would have been a good entry, but it was a quick pop. Too slow. Still a long way it could flush, but I don't, it's kind of in no man's land here. I don't play it like this, but even here it's probably not a, well, what's the news on it? And I should have played money rotation here. I bet money's going to, yep, money's rotating away from NAMM. Kind of tempted to play this $10 level, but what's the news on NDAs? Man, it's so hard to check news right now, not being home. Let's see. Life Science announces at the market private placement up to 14.4 million to launch digital asset. Oh, these have been fading too. So the thing again, it's not a perfect science, but what's happening with these crypto, they're not running, but they make a strong move just like this. So I'm not surprised, but they have a hard time holding it lately. So I'm personally expecting a decent flush on this one. But again, I don't really want to enter it right here because it's kind of like no man's land. If it makes another move towards 12, ooh, never mind. The locates are 75 bucks a share to locate. That's the downside of these low floats too, is so expensive to get locates because this is supply and demand. There's not a lot of supply, so I'm just going to pass on it. I've already played enough sub 1 million float today. I just know that these typically, and it's happening right now, strong move up, flush. But yeah, money rotation was the play on this one. Anything else moving? Man, can we get a pop that's over 1 million float? That'd be nice. What's FGL doing? So that one. But since that crypto treasury is very tiny float, maybe it runs. I don't know. I don't know why I got an alert for FGL. One minute on. So on the 1 minute, it looks like NDRA is kind of stuck under the PWAP. Again, anything can happen with it, but especially since it's only 750K float, but this is kind of the move. I lost a lot of money at the beginning of the year from these crypto treasury plays because not because of the initial move, but they used to make the initial move and then just make, I mean, they would just rip all day, sometimes 4 days, not FOUR days, like mini days. But they're not doing that so much anymore. Again, there's always outliers, but generally this is the move you see. Really strong move and then it fades away. But this one having a baby float, maybe it keeps going, I don't know. But the locates are way too expensive. Can we just get something with a 2 million float? Is that too much to ask? I don't know if since I've started live streaming, I don't know if I've seen this so many like sub 1 million floats pop. Almost everything that's popping today is. GV, was that a play? Man, what was this? Was this earlier? Yeah, this was earlier. Locate price went down to $27 for 100 shares. It's still way too much. Oh well. Tempted to play this $10 level, but again, I'm kind of forcing trades doing that, so I'm not going to. Control yourself. But they do typically fade here. So we will see, but I'll stay on the lookout, see if there's anything else that I like. But yeah, crazy. A lot of baby floats today, or nano floats, I guess is the correct term. And most of y'all know that that's been around a while, but I like the early pops because of money rotation. So I'm a little disappointed because my favorite pops are the 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock pops because money usually rotates away from those pretty quick because of the pops that happen after those. But might not get the easy money today though. Oh, this is so tempting. So tempting to play this level. What's the locates now? Do they go up? It's about the same. We're back up here. Got all the way back up to 1143. Yeah, I'm more just watching it now. I've already decided I'm not going to play it. There's too many red flags with it, but I do think it's going to flush. There's just nothing else moving. I'm more looking at my top gainers right now, see if there's anything else moving. When I overpay for locates, it rarely turns out good. And again, that usually means there's a lot of shorts in it or the float's locked, and neither one of those are a good thing. Because if a bunch of shorts are in it and it starts squeezing, they're going to hop out and pushing the price up. So I will pass on it, but yeah, it's fading. See what it does here at the $10 level. Be interesting. But again, no plans on trading it. There's just watching it play out, basically. But yeah, if this one wasn't a tiny float, I would have re-entered somewhere right here with this crypto news. What's NAMM doing? It ended up fading back to about the level that it previously fell to, around 360. STI is still kind of trending up. Looks a little weak, but still on an uptrend. But nothing I'm really interested in, which is wild for a Monday. If it holds VWAP here, that's a good, I mean, probably a good sign for longs, but how many shares? So yeah, it's up. 3 million shares have already been trading on it, so it is getting a little bit of volume now. Liquid word, yeah, for sure. I feel like if it gets back to 12, it'd be a good short. No, absolutely. I'm gonna have to control myself to sit on my hands there because, especially since I'm live and I'm supposed to be a good example and all that, I shouldn't. With this like baby float and the crypto news, the private placement, like it's a pretty high risk play to be honest, but I do like that $12 level. Because again, I just follow trend. So these crypto treasury plays have just not been able to hold lately. My bet is at 1074. At 930, it's going to be probably much lower than this, but could be wrong. Could be wrong. When the float is less than 1 million, anything can happen. So it doesn't take much of a pump to send it, 750 shares is the float. Like one well or like a Ross jumps in it, and then he has his big following, if they jump in it. So probably best to stay away. There it was, $12. Let's see, I expect a rejection here. I wanted to have a sit in order here, but it's not the smart thing to do, so I passed it up. But let's see what it does. See if it breaks it. Because again, I wouldn't be surprised either way. I personally think it's going to flush, but it takes one big position to send this thing. And if it breaks over 12 and holds, probably get some buy-in volume. And the good thing for it is nothing else is really moving aggressively, so it could take off. But let's see. What's it doing to the other tickers? Nothing else is really moving. So yeah, the way I look at it, answering the question, education. So the way I like look at these to see how it keeps wicking above that, maybe I need to use better terminology. I don't really consider that a break. I mean, I don't consider that like, yeah, I guess it is a break in that level, but it's not holding it. So Like if I entered the $12 retest, I'm not bailing on these candles. A lot of people will stop out, especially during like regular market hours. You know, if it only got up to like 1188, if it gets to like 1203 or $12 or whatever, they stop out. I don't really trade like that. I want to see it like close over that level. But it's a double-edged sword. So I don't get faked out a lot because of that. And look at this, it's flushing now. But the downside is with these low floats, if you wait for the candle to close, and when I say candle to close, I'm talking about 5 minutes. So like, let's say I entered at 1180, whatever, and then it wicked up. I wouldn't have gotten out on these moves. I would have waited for the 5 minute candle to close above it, because it does this a lot. Like it'll fake you out and not hold. But again, it's a double-edged sword because I don't get stopped out a lot, which I think equates to, you know, catching more flushes, things like that. But if I'm wrong and it's a low float like this, it can go from $12 to 12.50 to 13 in a matter of seconds. So that's the downside. So you could take a little bit bigger loss because of it, but I don't get faked out as much because of it. I want to see it hold above that level. So again, this is part of being a discretionary trader, is how I trade these, is because it's not like a set in stone. Because like, let's say it holds above this level and then it makes another strong move up, then I'm going to close that even if the candle didn't close above it, if that makes sense, because now I got to monitor my risk. So let's say I'm waiting for this to close and all of a sudden it makes a strong move up, then I probably am going to close even before the candle. But if it just barely holds above here, I'm not going to stop out until it like seriously holds or it makes another move up. But again, I'm not trading this one. It's crazy. I don't think I've talked about a stock this much that I'm not in on a live, but there's nothing else I really like right now. You never use stop loss against those big moves. Can you elaborate on that, Stigga? You never use stop loss against those big moves? Thanks, Alexandru. Appreciate how supportive y'all are. Okay, that's a good example. See now, not NDR. So let's say I'm in it right now. I might wait till here. This is what I usually do. Now, when it dropped back to 12, so this is usually what happened. Breaks the big move up like that. Then when it comes back down to 12 like it did, that's when I stop out, because this is the next move up like that. So I wish I could replay it because that's a perfect example. I know the OGs know this move that I do. So it breaks a new high, like it went up to, let's just say 1250, immediately came back down to 12-ish. I'm stopping out there because now it made a new high. So I'm not waiting for this. Another good example, because I'm not waiting for this candle to close. This thing is taking off. So that's equivalent to a hold for me. So if it breaks a new high, so it faked out, it did a fake wick up, then it made a stronger move up. If I was still in it, I would wait a second, see if it comes back down to reality. It did. Stop out there, so my loss is small because the next move is coming, and it just did it. And just think of the psychology behind it. Breakout traders. A lot of traders don't just buy as soon as it breaks out. A lot of traders will wait and then see if it comes back for a retest and then make an entry kind of here, and then it takes off. So it's kind of just understanding the psychology of how people typically trade these. I know Ross and others sometimes, you know, will just like as soon as it breaks, will just kind of buy the top and it shoots up. But a lot of traders will see it break, a solid move, and then when it comes back to that level, you know, buy here. So that's usually where I'm trying to get out, if that makes sense. But yeah, this one's could run now. Where I stopped out was probably a good, spot to take a long position. But again, I'm not an expert at longs. I'm telling you the psychology of how I play these. So there's never any buy or sell alerts, but this was a really good example of how I could have gotten out still because I had a feeling the next move was still up, but I didn't play this one. Oh, is that what you're asking? Yeah, you can't use stop losses in pre-market. And there's ways you can kind of like somebody in our VCIG, somebody in our group showed a way you can kind of like, well, I'll talk about it in a second. Let's see. VCIG. Let me pull it up on my phone. So it's up about 23%. This thing's been diving lately. Struggling to hold over 5. I'm just going to mark it as a psychological level, but what's the float on this one? Let's see. Again, like I said, I'm a little bit slower because I'm in LA right now, so I'm not in my home setup, so I'm having to do a lot of this on my phone. So pretty tiny 1.1 million float. Tiny float on this one too. They had news 6 hours ago. Strong H1 2025 growth and technology expansion and earning call. I'll keep an eye on it, but this is probably not a bad level to play. I'm gonna wait though. Yeah, it's running. So let's see. Let's find some levels on the daily. If it gets back. So obviously there's clear support right here. Or yeah, previous support, which will now probably be resistance. Roughly around here where I drew that line. So around 618. That was kind of a crappy line to draw. Let me get the daily. Yeah, this is better. So honestly, anywhere from like 6 to 618, I'd be interested. Where's the 200? It's probably gonna be way up there because this thing, look how this thing's just been falling. This is a trash company right here. The 200's all the way up to 253 because this thing's just been diving. Trash. But 1.1 million float, so still struggling to hold over 5. But yeah, I'd like to see it make a little bit stronger move up. There's still potentially a play here, but I feel a little desperate entering it here, so I'd rather see it make its move up to $6. BG, I'm stuck in NDR at 11. Bro, you better, again, I can't give financial advice, but this thing could take off. Just be aware of that. It might come back to 12 before its next move. I don't know. Good call, NASCAR. Yeah. SPRB, QNRX were both baby floats. They ran Yes, PRB ran over 2,500. Yeah, that one's a little bit of an outlier, but to your point, it definitely could. Again, I'm not going to give financial advice. I never will. But if I was stuck in this thing on this flush right here, I don't care if I'm taking a loss on it. I'm just trying to survive. So that's how I personally would play it if I was stuck in it. Right here at 12, I'm out. I don't care if it's green, you know? Joey, what you posted? Dang, bro, you killed it this morning. I don't know if you're still on live. Money, money, money. Just posted in the flex your gain section. That's why I'm saying that if y'all are confused. Man, I'm kind of slow for a Monday. I guess I'm gonna keep my eye on VCIG. This is the one I'm probably the most interested in. If it gets to $6. All right, I'm gonna grab my locates. If I can't remember if I already got some. No, I didn't. Please be some available, and please don't be ridiculously priced. Oh, they're actually not bad. So I'm gonna grab some extra. I think this might go up. And they did. Well, I got my first 500 cheap, but that's so I got my first. I'm gonna be honest. I got in a little early, but I got my first entry at 589. So I'm already up $100 on it because it's flushing now. But I'm not going to. Probably should have took profit right there, but I'm gonna hold on to them. I have my next entry at 598, couple hundred, and then I'm scaling into this one if you can't tell. And then I'll have some more entries up here in the sixes, but focus on these first entries. Because what might happen is it makes a move here, comes back to 5 before its next move, because it's been trading like little wide ranges. So I'm up about 120 on it, only in 400 shares, 140, 160 now. So I'm gonna see if it, okay, yeah, I gotta start trimming here because it's falling back down pretty quick. So I'm gonna cover some here. Covered a little here at 544. I'm only in 200 shares now. Cover more if it gets back to 5. It might make its next move up. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, my 598 got filled. And again, I'm a front side trader. There's some risks involved with this. I just like getting the entries I like. So I like to make sure I get filled. Mm. Ooh, I got to trim some more here. So I'm gonna be scalping this one. I'm up about 300 bucks on it now with that last. Oh, and something else is moving. I might hold on to these to be honest. See if we get a bigger flush. Yeah, here we go. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna trim some now that we're at VWAP. This is what happened. Something else started running. Money rotation. Let's go. Let's go. So what's the other thing that's moving? BLBX. BLBX. I'm just gonna focus on this one I'm playing. And I might take the rest right here to be honest. I'm not gonna try to catch the whole move. So I'm completely out of this one. Banked on it. We might go back down all the way. But again, no regrets when it comes to this, guys. Like it's easy to get frustrated because you don't catch a whole move, but I mean this was a dollar move in a matter of less than 1 5 minute candle. 1 2, yeah, basically I was out here, so 2 minutes. I was only in 600 shares, but 600 bucks almost on that move. And that wasn't even that big of a position. Like a 3 4K position. Not even 4K. Let's go, JT. I like that, NASCAR. BYND is beyond dead today. What's BLBX doing now? Black Box Stocks? I never even heard of this company. And I've traded most of these little sketchy small tickers, but not familiar with this one. What's the story with this one? 30 million market cap, 2.8 million float is what I'm seeing. Webull says 2.2 million, but roughly the same. 2.2, 2.8. It's going to trade about the same. But yeah, I'm for some reason I'm just not really interested in it. I don't know. Sometimes I just get this way with these stocks. I I don't like how it's like trending up. I don't like the daily. There's probably some good plays here, but just not super interested in it. And I can't give an exact reason. BICG play of the morning. Again, didn't like kill it on it. Like y'all see me make a grand plus on some moves. Even with me trading much smaller size lately, because if you're new, I've been trading a little bit smaller. Um, but this is like a playbook, just rejection. Kind of got a lot of things we wanted. Hit the level, then money rotation because BLBX started popping, and I think some of the money rotated over there. ECIG has an ATR of 35. I don't even know what that means. What was that? TBH? Well, it's already flushed. That was too slow. $5 rejection, it looks like. BLBX looks like it's stuck under VWAP now, but still not interested. Could be a decent VWAP fade here, but I'm not that interested. Over, like, sitting close to 1200 on the morning, so not terrible, but I would like one more solid play though. I'm gonna be picky so I don't give it back. VCIG might go back to where it started. Price can move 35 up or down in a minute. Basically, got it. Yeah, the volatility is a double-edged sword because that's how I make, I was only in 600 shares, made $600 like in 2 minutes. Like, so that's how I can do that. But it's also how it can run against you pretty quick too. So that's why I try to play like key levels on these. No, appreciate you. Let me know what that means. I don't pretend to know it all. Y'all know I like to keep it simple. Let's go. That's nice flex your gain, Bill. Let's go. You ahead of me this morning. Are you still on the live? I see you just posted in the flex your section. You might already hopped off. Oh, got it. You are still on. No, appreciate it. No, I'm excited to have you. Coming here already killing it. But anyways, yeah, BLBX got stuck under VWAP, couldn't get back. Oh, what is going on? Oh, this was that one that faded earlier. Look at this. Look what TBH did. Popped to $5 and it was trading at 250. Popped to $5. Now it's at $1.20. Jeez. What? I don't feel like looking and doing research to see why, but it's a wild move. Just right ATR on the indicator. I appreciate you sharing. I just never heard that term before, but I could see how that would be useful. I'm just going to keep it on VCIG for now until I see something else. I'm not really watching it that close. I'm going to pull up the top gainers, see if there's anything else. Yeah, this is a good play if you called it. Godfather. And my win rate does go down after 8:30. It goes down after 9. So you'll hear me say this all the time, but I'm a little bit more picky around this time. So especially after 9, when they just tend to rip and it's solid news or it breaks new highs, they just tend to keep running till at least 9:30. They don't flush as consistently. Because the reason why I like the 7:30 plays the most is because like you can get bailed out because once money starts rotating to the new pops, even if you don't have the best entry, you kind of got stuck in a position. I don't get stuck in positions much anymore because I cut quicker. But let's just say you're stuck in a position. Um, you can kind of get bailed out once money starts rotating away from it. And money rotation, I don't really hear very many people talk about this, but it's just my kind of little term for, the money rotating away from the play. People, most of these traders are momentum traders, so they see something else moving, they just jump into it, close out the position they're currently in, or trim, or quit adding, or whatever it is. I don't know, but it usually will cause the price to drop if something else pops and is getting a lot of attention volume. So that's why I like the earlier plays better. Long story short. Man, yeah, VCIG is a good play. BLBX could have been a good play. TBH, I don't know what this dude's doing. Like, what is this? TBH. That's a wild move. What was this news? Since nothing else is moving, I might look it up. TBH. It's down 53% in pre-market. Merger agreement. But they're going to issue 594 million shares of common stock. Think some people bought up here. Back above VWAP. So yeah, if we get another test up here at 6, I'll play this one again. I didn't think it would happen, but still not confident it's going to happen. I think there's a good chance it fails VWAP right here, and it looks like it just did. But let's see. Um, but if this one wanted to get back up to 6, I would gladly play it. Let me see. J Money. No, I knew you'd bring it up, bro. Knew you would bring him up. You love the dude. My favorite thing about the conference is, yeah, you say that, but my favorite thing about the conference was not once did I hear his name. And then as soon as I get back on YouTube, but it's because most of my audience is from, hence YouTube, because nobody talked about him at that conference. But as soon as I get on for 30 minutes, it comes up. Oh, for sure. For sure. He got those alerts on. No, that was the best part about the conference. Not I don't think we're gonna get that retest with BCIG. Yeah, I don't want to say it, Jelani, but yeah, that's why if you look at my Discord flex your gain, over like 50% of people are like flex and profitable. See if that's happening in his group. All y'all little Ross fans. See what the percentage of people that are trading his strategy is as successful as him. But I won't get into that. Not today. I do it every day. Oh gosh. So fun to troll this. But yeah, no. I didn't hear about him at all on the conference. And then I called, who was it? Colin. Talked to him. Colin, are you on? I'm about to give you a shout out. Then as soon as I talked to him, somehow Ross came up. I was like, oh my gosh. My group. Infected. Nah, he's helped a lot of y'all. But if a beginner tries to do exactly what he does, I don't know if they're gonna be as successful. Because I stole a Ross guy, Colin. He was red falling Ross, and this dude went on a 63-day, 62-day win streak once he joined the dark side. I think he's probably good at getting your foundation, learning about stuff, because that's where I'm not good at. I don't have like a training course and all that. Maybe one day. But that's why I like for people that come to my channel to kind of have at least a little bit of a baseline. Because if you're like brand new to stocks or trading, I don't really have the material to get you up to speed. So he's good for that, for sure. But I've never taken his course, but there's been a lot of people that said good things about it. Let's catch up with comments. Alexandria took a small position here at 532. Oh, nice job, bro. You caught a good flush. Ross is good for beginner traders, but the reality is there are so many traders who alone shouldn't be a trader. Yeah, but my strategy's like, I can't say easy. Somebody will sue me, but um, the learning curve for what I'm doing, I promise you, is not as steep. What conference is it? It was the Friendly Bear conference. Oh, you would have probably liked it, Jelani, because if your style is similar to mine and you look successful based on your flex earlier, your flex your gain section, Friendly Bear, Um, I don't mind referring people to him because, like, again, I don't think of him as a competitor, even though we trade very similar. Um, I'm not going to put myself up there with Friendly Bear. He's more successful. He's wrote a book. He's put on this conference. Um, I would check him out. I'm gonna be on his podcast today, a little bit later, but super cool guy. He's way deeper in the fundamentals than I am. I'm more technical than he is. He's more deep in the fundamentals. But he's an amazing trader. But he trades similar to us, how we trade. But he's a little bit less high risk than me. He doesn't like I don't think he trades pre-market. I could be wrong, but he digs into the fundamentals and the dilution and offerings a little deeper than I do. But he put on a conference. He invited Tom, the futures trader, and it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's a lot of people there, a couple hundred people, which that's why I'm pretty honored he wants to interview me. So podcast. So happy about that. But I'll let y'all know when it comes out, so y'all can pump it, go view it. But yeah, look him up, Friendly Bear. He was the one that put it on. Good morning. Good morning. No, the tickets weren't too pricey. They were like 300, maybe a little more. I think they're about 2 to 300 though. Who's toast today? Remy, what happened to you, bro? Which one got you? Hope you weren't playing. What did that one that I was trying to avoid? Was it Indie? I forgot what the crypto tickers was. And my setup's not ideal, so I can't. Oh, here it is. NDRA. NDRA. I gave it all back. STIGWH got me. Yeah, those were the 4 to 6 o'clock plays. Those are pretty rough today. But yeah, anyways, Jelani, there's since we're so niche of a short selling small caps, it was kind of cool because there was a decent amount of people there that short small caps. Most of them were futures traders, but there was a decent amount of small cap traders as well. Remy, waiting to recover during the market. See, you deleted it now. I already read it out loud on live. Here forever. But you about to revenge trade. Do your thing, Remy, but don't revenge trade, bro. If you see the right setup, do your thing. Okay, I'm probably only gonna trade till 9. See what pops here in the next 5 minutes. I'll probably stay on for another 5-10 minutes, depending on what we get at 9. But again, more cautious at 9. They tend to not give as much opportunity to get bailed out. They can make stronger moves, so I'm a little bit more cautious with these. But yeah, I'll see what's pumps. Let's see if anything pumps at 9 o'clock news, and if not, I'll probably dip out. I feel like it went kind of quick today. I'm so like confused because here where I'm at on the West Coast now, LA, it's only 5:56. So watching football yesterday was weird. Everything was so early. like the late game was when was, I don't know, I won't get into it, but a little, haven't completely got used to the time difference. STI, is it curling back up? It is. What was the float on this one? Was this a baby float too? I'm probably gonna hold off on this one. It's probably not a bad play, but it's made it through all these PRs from 6 o'clock, fell down, came back up, broke a new high, coming back. Like, I don't know. There's probably a play here, but I might ignore this one. TBH still going down. Looks like they might be dumping shares now. I don't know. I don't know what the turnaround time on that merger is, but like, that's an ugly move. Look at BLBX, gave it all back. ELBM. Carlos. 380, nice. When did this pop? That was a 4 o'clock play? Yeah, there's some decent 4 o'clock plays today. And somebody asked about playbooks. I have a little playbook for this one too, but I haven't been playing them a lot lately. Oh, STI. Look, did I get some locates earlier on these? I should probably sell back my locates on some of these. I do. I have some locates on it. 200. I'm gonna sell them back. See what I get on. Because I don't think I'm gonna play this one anymore. So sitting at 1255 on the morning, not terrible. I'm actually kind of content with it because I didn't play that much. And y'all know, lately been trading smaller and I'm been going a little bit more for quantity instead of, well, I don't want to say quantity over quality, but I haven't seen anything that made me want to go heavy this morning. So just a bunch of little base hits. Or a few. I wouldn't say a bunch, a few base hits. I know, right? I would send it to you for free, order. I wouldn't even charge you for it. But I don't know how to do that. Yeah, today locates were pricey, guys. And Colin has a theory. He avoids like the pricey ones. And it's worked out good for him. I'm in LA, not Arizona, but I do like Arizona. I was there last year or couple years ago. Nine o'clock. Let's see if we get some pumps. And if not, I'm probably going to dip out soon. And since I'm kind of on like vacation mode now that the conference is over, I probably won't trade intraday any. Maybe. But it's supposed to fly back tonight. That's still the plan, but I was thinking about extending it. But regardless, I should be live streaming tomorrow. It's crazy that move NDR did. BG, I hope you probably survived it. I hope you did at least. Oh, I know, Ordo. Yeah. LPSN. Somebody in the chat. Mahal. LPSN. I'm not seeing much, bro. What you seeing? Mahal, you've been around a while. What I'm not interested in this. Am I looking at the right chart? I can't wait to see what J Money's about to say. Troll. What time is it there in LA? 6:03, I think. Yeah, 6:03. No, I'm not seeing things, guys. So I'm probably gonna wrap up here in a second. Yeah, okay. Not seeing much, but appreciate y'all for tuning in. A little bit slow morning. We caught some decent flushes. Hopefully y'all did as well, but pretty slow for a Monday. Pretty slow for a Monday. Interesting to see what the rest of the week brings. Haven't really been keeping up with the macro environment too much. I know there's been a lot of chaos, but again, I've been kind of vacation mode, doing a lot of tourist things since Friday. So I haven't really been keeping track. So I might try to catch up some today, see what's going on. But on that note, one last check. Yeah, I don't see anything, but thank y'all as always for tuning in. Really appreciate y'all support, likes, and I will be back tomorrow. See y'all.